very much, Master Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. I mean, when they went for the vote for Ruth, I thought half the room left. That's great. That's what you need, is new, vibrant people coming in. Well, up until a couple of weeks ago, I was just like you. I was a member of High Risers Toastmasters Club, and now I am the area governor for Area 34, and that's in Division C of District 47. And the mantra, as you came in, I don't, how many of you saw the placard out front that said, "Find your voice"? Find your voice and make a difference is the theme for our district. And if you do that, you can find your voice and make a difference in your own lives, where you work, and most certainly in the community. As Brian is certainly making a difference in our world by finding his voice. Awesome, awesome job. As you're working through Toastmasters, you have the opportunity to go through 2 tracks. Those of you who are visiting, you'll be given, as you're a new member, and Ruth, you'll receive 2 manuals. One is for communication, and one is for leadership. How many of you are working through both of these manuals at the same time? Raise a hand. Who is a competent leader? Who has finished their competent leader manual already? And competent communicator? And I'm sure many of you are working on advanced manuals as well. As you work your way through your programs, you're going to find you'll make differences in your business life. As I was heading to actually the area governor training about a month ago, one of the women in the car was telling me how she, before Toastmasters, she had a job and she loved sitting in her cubicle. She didn't want to go outside her cubicle. And her boss said to her, "Mary, we would like to give you a raise. We want to not only give you a raise, but we want to promote you. We want you to be a leader in our company." And she said, "Oh, no, 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 no. I just want to stay right here in my cubicle. I know what I'm doing. I like to do this. I don't want to move." So he said, "All right." Went on, gave the promotion to someone else. Soon, the economy started to sag, and they had to cut people from the employment. Well, guess what? Mary was one of the first to go. Mary ultimately found Toastmasters, which helped her in her job search. She found a job at twice the money and discovered that she loved leading other people. She loved getting up in front of others and speaking, and she loved making twice as much money. So you can make a difference in your business by learning Toastmaster skills. Now this one, I don't know if this is going to happen to any of you, but in my club, I belong to the High Risers Club in South Tampa, which, by the way, I thought was the best club until I started hearing people talk about the Tampa 1810 Club. Hello, this is a club to be reckoned with. Let me tell you, this is an awesome club, and I've met many of you tonight. But in our club, our president, about a year ago, met the love of his life at the meeting, and they just got married 2 months ago. And I'm not saying that's going to happen to you. But what a difference it made in their life. And you can meet so many wonderful people, and people from all over the world, so many different areas of interest. So you make a difference in your business world, in your personal life. But here's where the rubber meets the road, and it's what Brian did tonight. It's when you take your voice and you take it beyond your club. You take it out into the community, and you make a difference in your life and in the life of those around you. And I'd like to give you an example from my life. I work at Metropolitan Ministries. How many of you are familiar with Metropolitan Ministries here in town? Have you volunteered there, those of you that raised your hand? So many of you, I thought your faces kind of looked familiar. I've probably seen you there. We care for poor and homeless families in the Tampa Bay area. And we have a family care center there that houses approximately 40 families on any given night. Of those 40 families, we have 90 children. So we have preschools for them. We're caring for their families while they're trying to get themselves back to self-sufficiency. Approximately 15 to 20 of those are teenagers. Well, when you become a member, Ruth, you're going to receive your copy soon. You'll get a magazine from Toastmasters International. It's a wonderful magazine. And one of the copies came one day and it said, "Teach Toastmaster skills to teenagers." I said, okay, I know you're talking to me. I took it back to Metropolitan Ministries, and together with fellow high-risers, Toastmasters, we created a program. You're being nice to me. Created a program called Speak Up for the teens. That was in 2006. So we've been teaching teenagers public speaking skills through Toastmasters techniques for all these years. Well, 2 years ago, Metropolitan Ministries has a big fundraiser every year, and we have it down at the Performing Arts Center. 5 of the teens got up in front of 2,000 people and spoke. They told their stories. One of the young men, named Vincent Alexander, wrote, I have them look 30 years in the future and write what their headlines will be and what will their stories be. And Vincent, who was then in middle school, wrote this story about how he was going to be graduating from Jesuit High School, ultimately Duke University, and he was going to become a doctor with Doctors Without Borders. And he stood there and he was awesome telling his story. Well, in the audience, well, he was in middle school. Jesuit is a private school that takes tuition. Someone in the audience was there and heard him. Right now, Vincent is going to Jesuit High School. He had to have the grades, he had to do his part, but his scholarship, he has a scholarship to go to Jesuit. Had we not joined together in our club and found our voice, turned around and taught it to Vincent and the other teens, he never would be there now. The difference, Brian, differences would never be made. We would not know of this travesty in Africa. I mean, granted, we could be more well-read and know it ourselves, but I was among those that didn't know. So thank you for finding your voice and taking it to your club and take it outside the club. I encourage all of you who are not members to join. I encourage all of you who are members, take your newfound voice and take it outside your club. Well, you guys are already doing it. Hello, half of this room is new people. It's awesome. Continue. I don't know all the answers as your district governor, but I'll help find them. If you have questions, bring them through your president and your leadership. Send the questions to me and I'll try to find the answers and get them back to you. But find your voice and make a difference. And thank you for allowing me to be here tonight.